Welcome to you, my name's Dale and this is DaylesAddiction. Today's video is inspired by Amelia Rose, who is inspired by Wild Unfiltered, who is inspired by Living Life Loud with Nick J. Snell. I will tag all of their channels in the description box below. This video is about the bags that I found underwhelming when I went and saw them in person. And the upside of that is all the money I saved by not buying these bags that I thought I would be obsessed with. The first one was the Chanel Mini reissue. I thought I would love this bag because I had a reissue previously, but it was the small flat bag size and the chain was too short. I couldn't crossbody it. I liked that it was kind of grungy looking. It had the ruthenium hardware and I thought the Mini would be perfect for me. I'd heard lots of great reviews on the Mini, with the chain being a bit different to the leather chain. And so I went to Chanel because they had the lilac reissue with the silver hardware and I thought this is a perfect reissue for me. I was so ready to buy that bag when I walked in. I think I took Connor with me that day, and when my sales associate brought the bag out, I was so underwhelmed. That's going to be a very overused word in this video. I didn't like the corners on it. For that particular bag, I thought it was really icy and cool, and the finish on the leather wasn't particularly luxurious. It felt really cardboard-ish. It didn't have those beautiful pillowy quilts that we associate with Chanel and the luxurious kind of touch and texture of it. Maybe I'm a logo hoe, but I didn't like the, you know, very incognito turn lock. The chain was okay. I quite liked the bijou chain that the reissue has, but yeah, I just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, like I don't know if I would have picked that up if I'd have gone into store. The fact that I was able to secure it, reserve it, make an appointment to go see it, and then that was my reaction, you know, I already knew straight away that it wasn't going to be for me. But I tried to explore it, and for the price and everything, I was just like, yeah, no. One from more recently, and you know, if you have any of these bags, please, you know, take my opinion with a grain of salt, right? Because I'm sure that you have opinions on my bags too. It's the Louis Vuitton Monogram range. So I recently went into the boutique to see it in person, and I was really captivated by the kind of iridescent look in some of the social media pictures, and in the stock photos I thought that's really nice, that beautiful navy blue colour with that kind of iridescent sheen. I'd seen a few unboxings, but it was hard to actually see the bags in the unboxings because I find the camera really washes out the monogram on it, because as I discovered, the finish on those pieces is very plasticky. It's not like a typical coated canvas like this where it has like a matte finish. It is more like this. It is a plastic coating, and I had just bought a plastic bag, so you know, who am I to critique a plastic kind of finish? But for me, that kind of look, I guess I was expecting it to feel more fabric-y, or you know, maybe just a coated fabric. I wasn't expecting that really thick plastic kind of vibe. I looked at many pieces, small pieces, the side trunk, the east-west pochette matisse, the Neverfull, and the tiny little vanities. Like, I looked at a few things, the little loop hobo, and I just couldn't get my head to correlate what I expected it to feel like and what it felt like. No doubt it will be an absolutely robust material to have in a bag, I'm sure. Be kind of like water resistant. I wouldn't wear it in a downpour, but you know, you'd feel more confident than having a fabric piece, that's for sure. But yeah, for me, I was kind of like, oh, good. I don't have to buy anything from this collection. On that same day, I went into Dior, and I have been waiting for Dior to bring out the Lady D-Joy which is kind of the cut in half Lady Dior bag. And I knew that a wicker one was coming, and there'd actually been one in one of my subscriber unboxings. Thank you, Sheila, for sharing yours. And she bought hers in the medium. And I didn't know what sizes it came in. I knew it came in a little micro, and I knew that it came in a medium, and I wondered if they had a small. So when I went into Dior, they didn't have the medium size, which is the only other size, but they did have the micro. And I was looking at it, and it was so cute. Initially, I was kind of like, oh my God, you have it, fantastic. And as I was looking at it, I just felt like it was a really clumsily put together in the micro size. They also had some micros in like an embroidered raffia, kind of like a Hessian, and they looked clumsy. They looked like the scale of the bag didn't really fit the design of the bag. Like, they didn't need to put the flap on those micros. The beauty of the wicker bag is that it has a pouch, not a flap. But my phone only fit in like diagonally, and the quality of the finish, I couldn't see $4,700 in that micro bag. I just couldn't. And here's someone who spent, you know, the money on the big bag, and I was just like, no. Again, saved $4,700, right? The next one was also that day as well. It was, but probably there's two components to it. So Fendi. The Fendi phone pouches. The satin finish ones and the Zucca ones, I'm not a massive fan of. I'm struggling to articulate it. I think the straps are one part of it for sure. I also think the fabric finish and the lack of structure in those bags mean the corners of the baguette, they turn up on the front flap, and they will probably be likely to do that. And that is something I would not like if I owned one. I think the leather ones, particularly the Napa leather with the debossed FF, like a regular baguette, I think they look a lot better. It's a nice size, and they have a nicer finish, and they look like they'll wear a bit better. Certainly not something I'll be rushing to go and purchase. The Marc Jacobs baguettes were the other thing at Fendi, which I saw pictures of them. I saw them in online social media photos, and when I finally got to see them at the boutique, I was like, yeah, absolutely not. And for me, it's about texture, you know. The leather is too smooth and shiny, and then with the print on it, it reminds me of my immediate reaction to the bowling bag that Dior brought out in the black and white. Just that print on smooth leather, I just felt that it looked cheap. And it's a real shame because they really popped on the runway, but in person, I don't really like them. Again, saving money. Okay, the Gucci Marmont. Something that I was always considering as like an easy grab and go everyday bag, you know, good for holidays and those sorts of things. But it was, you know, oversaturated. And so as per all luxury YouTubers, we don't want to buy things that are oversaturated unless we are part of that, right? And that's like a little, you know, taking the mickey out of YouTubers, right? So Gucci brought out the Marmont with silver hardware, and I thought, oh my God, thank you. I love silver hardware. And I went to see the range, and I just thought it looked gross. It looked dirty and tacky. It looked like replicas. I saw it in this denim blue color. I saw it in the black. What other color did I see it in? Oh, like in a brown, like a cognac brown. No, the gold every day. And that's from someone who loves silver hardware. So again, another win for me. And the final one is one that I've owned and sold, and it's the Chanel 19 bag. I know a lot of people love the Chanel 19 bag. When I was heading into Chanel and this bag first came out, I got to see the first ones in the goat skin, and I was just like, yuck, that is gross, no thanks. And then it went crazy on social media, and I started doubting myself. I'm like, why did I hate that bag so much? Maybe I need to get one. And then I went on a mission to make myself find a Chanel 19 that I loved. And after many, many months, they released the 21p caramel. And at the time, I was looking for a brown bag. Why? Because every brown bag I've bought, I no longer have, except for one. So I thought this would be the answer to all my problems. I'd be able to get the It bag, the Chanel 19, in a colour that I needed in my collection. I forced myself to love that bag, and I tried to live in denial for the best part of a year. I actually went on a bit of a crusade on my channel, and you guys suggested that I should wear it every day and I should fill up my Instagram grid with mod shots, which I did, and you can go and see those on my grid. They're still there today, to see if I really had a problem with it, or it was just in my head, or it was just because I was choosing other bags, and could I figure it out. And I figured out it was just the bag. The bag's not for me. It's too brown. It's too smooth. It's too... this is going to sound terrible. It's kind of similar to the Balenciaga in that it's trying too hard. Like, there's too much going on. And yes, I understand I'm saying that, and I've just bought this bag, you know. But this is, you know, neutral, right? Sand, plastic, pearls. You know, we can justify whatever we want, can't we? That's the beauty of personal style. So that is one that I have since revisited over and over again, thinking, what is wrong with me? When will I find my perfect Chanel 19 bag? And I am yet to find it. And I don't think I ever will. And I think I can bid adieu to any dreams, even the denim ones that came out recently. I was like, no, nope, I've got the perfect Chanel denim bag, in my opinion. So yeah, a great video idea from Nick, well carried by Deb, and furthermore by Amelia, who, should I say, picked two bags that I own as bags that she was underwhelmed with. Did I pick any that you own, Amelia? Oh, I did. At least one. Maybe two. Oh, it wasn't on purpose, I promise. If you want to do this video, why not do it? Why not share the bags that you were underwhelmed with? I'm not going to tag anybody, but certainly I think it's definitely a big relief when you can cross some of those bags off your list and kind of, good, excellent, not interested, obsessed over that bag anymore. If you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. What do you think about the pieces that I was underwhelmed with? Have I lost my marbles? Yeah, I know, I already have. It's fine. But, you know, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd love to see you back for the next one. I put out videos on Wednesdays and Sundays, and sometimes some extras. So until then, ciao!